Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Thursday, September 19th, 2024. The Sheriff's Department has released new details about the homicide near 29 Palms on Tuesday night. The suspect in the murder of a man near 29 Palms was arrested and identified by the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department as staying in a vacation rental near the victim's property. On Tuesday night at around 7:49 p.m., sheriff's deputies responded to a call of an, quote, unknown problem in the 3300 block of Bluegrass Avenue in unincorporated San Bernardino County near 29 Palms. Deputies report finding 3 members of a family suffering from blunt force trauma from a baseball bat. Hagdu Abraham, 63, later succumbed to the injuries and was pronounced dead. His 61-year-old wife and 31-year-old son were taken to a hospital for treatment for their injuries. The baseball bat was recovered at the scene. The Sheriff's Specialized Investigations Division Homicide Detail assumed the investigation and identified the suspect as Derek Lijah, a 34-year-old resident of Ontario, California. The Sheriff's Department said that Lijah and his friend were staying in a short-term rental near Abraham's home, at which point Lijah was believed to be under the influence of a controlled substance, psilocybin mushrooms, and was demonstrating erratic behavior. The Sheriff's Department says that Lijah entered the Abrahams' property and attempted to steal their vehicle, but when they confronted him, Lijah attacked the family. Derek Lijah was arrested on suspicion of murder and attempted murder and is being held at the West Valley Detention Center without bail. A hiker missing from Idlewild was found dead in a canyon near the Whitewater Preserve. The Riverside Sheriff's Department reports that Robert Budinsky, a 69-year-old resident of Olympia, Washington, was found dead on September 11th. The Sheriff's Department did not provide a specific location, saying only that he was found along the Pacific Crest Trail in a mountain canyon near Whitewater. Budinsky was originally reported missing on June 30th from the Idlewild area. He was last seen on April 15th and had notified friends of his intention to hike the Pacific Crest Trail and his exact route. The Sheriff's Department is still investigating the circumstances of his death, but does not suspect foul play. Last night, the Morongo Valley Community Services District Board of Directors met to discuss signage and the Great Shakeout. Reporter Gabriel Hart was in attendance and has this recap for us today.
The board discussed the fire department's participation in October's Great Shakeout, an event showcasing the emergency entities, first responders, support systems, fire and law forces, military, and other organizations who support the Morongo Basin. Board directors are considering hiring an outside crew to cover the department while they attend, and the board voted 5-0 in favor of bringing the department's, quote, coolest apparatus to the event. The board approved the Memorandum of Understanding to establish a partnership between the Desert Region Fire Safe and the MVCSD for the organization, design, installation, maintenance, and ownership responsibilities of a Smokey the Bear fire danger sign in Morongo Valley. The sign will feature Smokey the Bear's iconic likeness and will be placed at the top of the Morongo grade, complete with an adjustable fire danger meter ranging from green to red. For the Resolution 2405 schedule of fees, the board voted 5-0 to approve with amendments to the resolution. Directors are still fine-tuning how they will get the word out to all residents about their volunteer revenue program, an option for residents to pay into a membership for emergency insurance that will come with compassion waivers for low-income residents. The board discussed various options, including sending postcards out and having a booth set up at next month's Halloween extravaganza. The board approved seeking a $75,000 loan from Bank of California to pad the fire department so the crew can assist strike teams in this immediate high fire risk season. General Manager Brittany Chavez said, quote, "We can afford it, we just don't have the money yet since our tax check doesn't come until the end of November," unquote. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
Copper Mountain College held a career fair yesterday, looking to connect job seekers with local county businesses. Online news editor Robert Hayden picks it up from here.
The Bell Center was bustling early Wednesday morning with tables laid out from local businesses looking to fill some jobs. Andy Gorehill was there from Nomad Ventures in downtown Joshua Tree, looking for sales associates for the long-running climbing and adventuring store. He says for their business and the folks that usually work there, it's been hard to find people who can afford to actually do it.
For the wage that we pay, it's hard to find people who can afford affordable living. A lot of our employees are seasonal. They're rock climbers from out of state who come in. Now most of them will live in their vans on the dry lake bed instead of renting a house for 6 months.
Healthcare jobs were well represented, and Tila Sornet from the Morongo Basin Healthcare District was there not only taking applications, but doing on-site interviews, hoping to fill some jobs that day with qualified locals.
It's been pretty difficult to find people in the area. A lot of the talent that we're finding is down the hill, and some people don't want to do the transportation. So having this is actually really good to be able to find people within the community.
Finding those qualified candidates was something I heard a lot about from businesses. Annalisa Pilecki from CMC's Career Center says, for many students looking for jobs, just getting their resume in front of real human eyeballs is the first and sometimes most difficult step.
The pattern that we see is that a lot of people don't know where to start. Right now, with AI taking over quite a bit of resume evaluation and all of that, we are working specifically to make sure that resumes make it past that first step of being scanned through a system.
As far as I know, everyone I talked to at the career fair was human, and seeing physical handshakes and paper resumes being passed across tables is one surefire way to get past the robots. If you missed out on yesterday's job fair, or you're hearing this and are struggling to find a way forward in the job market, CMC offers traditional degrees alongside technical training and certification for tradespeople. Here again is Anna from the CMC's Career Center.
We need technical students as well. So we offer CTE programs here for students in computers, construction, all of that. So take a CTE course, learn something technical, because those are the jobs that are really, really out there. We really need plumbers, we need electricians.
You can find a longer version of this story alongside some resources for those looking for a job. That's all at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
The Yucca Valley Chamber of Commerce is hosting an evening mixer tonight for business owners and community members. Everyone is invited to mix and mingle with the Yucca Valley Chamber of Commerce with light refreshments and cold drinks, plus door prizes and a raffle for a grand prize donated by Parker's Building Supply. The Chamber encourages you to bring plenty of business cards to tonight's event, held at Front Wave Credit Union, located at 57402 29 Palms Highway, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Tomorrow's Z107.7 Up Close show will be a candidates forum for the Joshua Basin Water District. Division III incumbent Jane Yarlsberg and challenger Ryan Cherlin, along with Division V incumbent Stacy Doolittle and challenger Deborah Troncale, will join host Gary Deneau. He will pose questions gathered from you on social media. The Joshua Basin Water Candidates Forum will air live on Z107.7 at 10 a.m. tomorrow and will be available as a podcast at Z107.7fm.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And finally, the 29 Palms High School Lady Cats volleyball team hosted the Rajas of Indio High School last night and came up short for the win. In junior varsity action, the Cats lost 23-25 and 16-25. Lily Romero Gonzalez was huge at the net with 9 kills. She had 2 ace serves and played solid defense. The varsity Cats started off slow, the first set losing 9-25. The second set started off stronger and finished with a 25-22 win. The third set, the Cats lost steam and lost 7-25. And the fourth start was going back and forth, and while the Cats fought hard, they lost 19-25. Sophomore Sania Hawkins played hard with 4 kills, 3 ace serves, 3 digs, 6 assists, and 10 touches for the night. Senior Jenica Silvas put down 4 kills, had 2 aces, 1 block, 7 assists, and solid defense with 15 digs. The Lady Cats are now 0-2 in league. They will host the Trojans of Yucca Valley High School on Monday. Come out to support our local high school volleyball teams. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmatz.